Alright, we're back. Stream died, but hopefully it will regain. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, hopefully we'll be back. I don't know why the stream died, but it did. I lost. I didn't notice that there was another torpedo, and I completely lost. So we're gonna do this again with another Los Angeles. I've already gone through. So we'll go through this again. Yes. Alright. I want to wait until Naresh gets back, so we'll try to do this again. Yeah. I handled that horribly. Okay. Okay. Alright. Fail. Do fine. Okay. Okay, so mission targets, tenders and tankers. Alright, submarines if possible, avoid detection. Yellow, weapons free on designated targets, radio silence. Okay. From Mersang, momentarily, near the Barents Sea. Okay. Cast off. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully I can find everything. Okay. Our depth, our heading, our speed. Strong thermal layer at about 200 feet. All hands, battle stations. Okay. I'm gonna main.
Lost contact. Last bearing 062. Contact faded.
We're gonna start rising.
600 feet.
We're gonna start rising. We're gonna keep our
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Okay.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Okay. What's my current bearing? God damn it, they're already pinging me. Okay.
Make turns for 10 knots.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar new contact bearing 155. Designated Sierra 2. Con sonar new contact bearing 000. Designated Sierra 3.
Okay.
Con sonar new contact bearing 223. Designated Sierra. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Signature. Let's try to identify. Unfortunately, I once again am in the middle of a freaking group, and I need to know what I'm facing. Shit, we got torpedoes in the water.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 222. Contact is in the back. Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Passing 800 feet.
Oh god.
Con, torpedo room tube 4 ready.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots. Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 268.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Oh shit, 1000's crushed up.
Con sonar.
Please don't. Fuck! God damn it! Again! Again! Leave combat. God damn it. I don't get it. What else am I meant to fucking do? Like, seriously. Should I be clicking the other fucking button? What else am I meant to do? I'm getting fucking insta-killed, for fuck's sake. Like, how else am I meant to handle this? I don't get it. I'm getting just fucking insta-got. And there's nothing I can do. Like, what am I meant to do about that? Like, I can't evade more than I already am. I can't do anything, really. Do I need to just... Enemy cruise missile submarine. Of enemy... Mermans within the next 2 to 4 days. After which they will likely escorted by one or more attack submarines. Lovely. Cast off, anchors away. So he said Denmark Strait. So we'll sit around the Norwegian Sea. Let's see. Submarines. We'll see if I can't do any better. 25. No service duct, no thermal. All hands, battle stations.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Last bearing, 2, 2. Make turns for 1.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing, 2, 2, 7. Designated Sierra, 1.
Okay. My solution is
Con, sonar, new
very
contact
bad.
bearing, 2, 4.
Oh god.
Designated Sierra, 2.
Please don't ping me.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing, 2, 5, 2. Designated Sierra, 3.
Signature.
Con, sonar, Sierra, 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
That looks like that's another Charlie.
Con, sonar, Sierra, 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
What are you likely? It's hard to tell.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
I'm gonna start dipping a little bit. Okay.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
They ping me. That's fine. I'm gonna rapidly dip.
Passing 700 feet.
I'm gonna let it off as soon as I can. We're gonna tell it to go up when it releases.
Con, sonar, Sierra, 2 is cavitating.
Passing 800 feet.
Rise.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Okay. Turn into the baffles.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 2, 5, 1.
Passing 900 feet.
We're going to, oh, I need to start.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Okay.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing. Con, sonar, Sierra, 2 is classified as submerged submarine. Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing, 2, 4, 5. Shoot
Okay.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Come on, hit him.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 239. Con sonar lost contact.
Got
Sierra
him.
1, last bearing 239. Contact breaking up.
I got one of them. All right, I got one person dead. We got one. I need to try to keep ropes. We're gonna make you one of these. So we got a Victor 2. We're getting fairly decent on S3. What might S3 be? Let's see. Can we find out what S3 is? That could be it. I hope that's not right. What else might S3 be?
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Okay. How are you doing? Good. We're gonna start raising again a little.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
A merchant vessel, eh? If that's true, then it shouldn't be too difficult. We got an 81% lock on him, so good. That looks pretty darn close to being that merchant, so we're gonna drag that out a little further. $85. We're gonna slowly. I'm gonna pull myself
Con
back
sonar,
up.
Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Ooh. You will be a nice merchant. That'll be a wondrous kill. Yeah. Okay. How is Victor 3? Where is Victor 3 anyway? And my
Passing 800 feet.
Okay. We're gonna probably stop our change in height at about this level. He should be hit. He is pretty low, so I'm gonna say that should be fine for him. I'm gonna start changing speed a little. I did get a couple of pings from Charlie, but nothing really definitive. All right. All I got to do now is more or less manage my my things. You are. Let's see. So you are actually going to need to go up when you release. I'm going to try to maintain this. What about this layer? Can you lock from here? How about here? Can you lock? All right. Come on. 2, lock Victor. Okay. Come on, 2, lock Victor.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 250.
He's running.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 250.
You're right. Right.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Yeah, he's dead.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 251. Contact breaking up.
All right. And you surface. So we'll take out this guy. I'll probably use King Active for a short period just to check, but I do only have about 5 minutes remaining. Okay. I want to make sure that the torpedo has enough time to surface, so we're going to let it activate and do that. We'll let this work. Good. You should lock pretty quickly.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Yep, target locked. Perfect. All right. All right. All right. I don't think these were my submarine attack mission, but I do want to pull back up. soon. So we'll take out this, and then I'll move back up to my standard wolf pack hunting for the ballistic submarines. Come on. Boom.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 219. Contact breaking up.
Alright. Ooh, this is going to be a severe pitch downward, I think. This one's going to sink pretty darn quick. I'll watch it sink, just because I like looking at it sinking. I like seeing my enemy drown. Alright. Given that I don't have any other data for lengths of time or anything like that, I assume that I have accomplished everything. I will quickly do...
Con sonar, switching to active search.
So we'll search active just to double check the area. Doesn't look like there's anything new for me to find. Ooh, heavy rotation to the other direction. Interesting. All right, nothing here.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
All right. As the dude slowly rests, I won't wait for him to end up all the way at the bottom of the sea, but... All right, leave combat. Enemies engaged. Enemy subs engaged. All right, continue. Mission upgrade. Oh. Okay. New orders coming on the downlinks on this downlink soon. Wolves driven off. Following attacks by hostile submarines. To anonymous suggested. However, has denied such claims. Yay! Oh hey, I got a clip. Hi Naresh. Alright, what's this one? Raider group. Listing at high speeds. A small force is operating. Interdict. We also get a chance at... But tenders and tangers are the... Okay. Toward the Soviet coast. Locate and sink any nearby warships if possible. Enemy replenishment tankers. Okay. Continue on course. All right. Our depth is only 50 feet. I don't like that. All hands to battle stations.
Con sonar, new con.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 353. Designated Sierra 2.
Ah, shit.
New contact bearing 288. Designated Sierra 3.
I don't know what these are, so I want to make sure that I'm as silent as I can. I'm also going to start turning the other direction. I'm not getting pinged yet. What might you... How's my signature looking? What might you be? What might you be? Come on. Ah, shit, I'm being pinged. That's never a good sign. I don't like being pinged. I'm gonna start dipping further.
Passing 100 feet.
That looks to be you.
On sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as escort.
I want to get beyond the moderate duct layer. Sierra 1, what are you? You look like you might be you.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as escort.
Escorts. I'm not happy with escorts. You look like potentially a Romeo.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 289. Contact faded.
Do not bearing.
Passing 200 feet.
Shit. I didn't mean to launch that.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Shit, we lost wire.
Con, fire control, unable to fire.
Okay.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Okay. How's torpedo looking? I don't remember when I had it set to that. Better slam someone with it then. Yeah. Alright, let's start turning toward the enemy. I'm still slow. They are still pinging me, but I did send out a decoy. So now they've got two objects in the water. It does look like that's an
Torpedo room,
Udaloy.
Tube 2 ready. Passing 300 feet.
Uh-oh. We got torpedoes in the water.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering on. Make turns for 15 knots.
Start
Maneuvering.
diving.
Passing 400 feet. Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Okay. Where did my torpedo go? Is my torpedo tracking them at all? Okay.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 320.
Okay. I don't see their torpedoes.
Tube 4 ready. ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 314.
Okay.
Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 326.
Okay. I think I'm going to end up underneath their detection. I don't think either of their torpedoes are going to be able to hit me.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay. Oh. I might end up actually hitting that guy with my torpedo.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 321.
Yeah, their things are behind me. I'm good with that. Come on.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Boom,
Sierra
got him.
2,
Okay,
last
you.
bearing 318. Contact breaking up.
We'll fire here.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about Sierra 3. Okay.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay. Ballasts. Okay. Okay. I know that there are 3 total targets. Unknown where the third is, but... Okay. The Udaloy is an escort. I have no idea what it's escorting, though. But once I kill this, I'm then going to switch to actives to find the third target and try to hunt it. Alright, we're gonna do this, because I'm gonna need the space to release, so I'm going to...
Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
Good. Surface. Turn around. Active. Let's try to drive this. Shit. Careful.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 287.
fire control, weapon acquired.
Alright. He is likely to die.
Con sonar.
But I gotta be
Noise maker
careful.
bearing 281.
Come on. Where is my torpedo?
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Con sonar lost contact.
Got him.
Sierra 1. Last bearing 280.
Okay.
Contact breaking up. Con sonar switching to active search. Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I. Con
Okay.
maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
We're gonna try to raise up a little. Because I gotta try to find where this last thing is. I have no contact currently. I want to try to get upwards of probably about 300.
500 feet.
Okay. Where is contacts?
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering I. Make turns
I am on the hunt for whatever those were guarding.
Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
There's currently no contact for whatever Sierra 3 is. Come on.
Passing through.
Con sonar. We are cavitating. Make turns. Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Alright.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Okay.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We're going to balance this out. We're gonna speed time along. I really don't know what they're looking for. Nothing on active? Nope. Well, I don't know. Am I still using active right now?
Con sonar. Switching to passive search.
Nothing on active right now. I think these two are very close. So we still have nothing on active.
Make turns for 1. Make turns for 15 knots.
I'm gonna try to go a little faster, get past these.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1.
We had 3 contacts. Alright. I'm gonna start raising a little higher. We're gonna try to get to either sonar or periscope depth and see what we can get from there. So we're gonna raise to above the sensor layer, which if I go to conditions is all the way at 123 feet. So we're gonna get up above the 123 layer and see if we can't find anything on sensors.
Con sonar, we are cavitating. Make con sonar, no longer cavitating.
So we're no longer got ballasts. Okay. We're above the layer now. Okay, we're gonna ballast a little higher. Oh, nope, that's going down. I believe we'll probably start cavitating.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
All right. Periscope.
Upscope.
Upscope. Oh.
Downscope. Con, torpedo room, tube inoperable.
Shit.
Damage control parties. Later the control room.
Damn it, you. Damn it. Where is this thing? It's capable of launching helicopters.
Damage control parties. Later the reactor space.
Okay, we're gonna get slightly below 100 again. And then I will, call for active.
Passing 100 feet.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Still seeing nothing. Yeah, but there was 3, and I am getting pinged from somewhere. Or I am the one doing that pinging, but I don't know. Should I just leave? We still have no contact. It could, in theory, be. Well, that's a helicopter fucking, actively pinging me, so I'm just gonna switch back to passage. What the fuck did that just fire? Oh, that was deployed from the helicopter.
Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 281.
Shit.
We are cavitating.
Running in the reactor space.
Con, fire control. Unable to fire.
Passing 200 feet.
Con, sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 291.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 200 feet. Rig ship for ultra quiet. Passing 100 feet. Passing 100 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Oh, God.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Oh, yeah. It's above me, luckily, and is currently in a search pattern. I got underneath the search pattern. As long as it doesn't enter a circular search pattern, I should be fine. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to, really? Fine. Okay, I'm just going to rig for stealth and continue along in whatever direction I'm currently facing. God, I have taken massive hits. Okay. I don't know how long it's gonna take for that, but I sunk two escorts, and I have no idea what I've currently got to face. I do, however, know that there are helicopters close enough, and that active, really isn't helping me find wherever that last ship might be, if there is anything. Alright, so we're just gonna start heading in this direction. Okay. Wait for silent running. I can't imagine that's the same helicopter dropping. Okay. Still aircraft nearby. So we're just gonna start heading that direction. Jesus! It's got some amount of detection to me. It's not well close, but it has at least some ability to see me while I can't see it. Yeah, I got no contacts whatsoever. Alright.
Passing 500 feet.
So we'll start raising. We're really not doing particularly great. I need to probably pull into a port. Yeah, I'm below the thermal layer right now. Yeah, I'm right now below the thermal layer. The thermal layer is at 123, and it's a moderate duct. I just have no idea where the thing is. All right. We'll load one of these. I'm not silent whatsoever. Yeah. It has no idea where I am, and I have no idea where it is. But we both know the other exists. I just wish I could find it.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
All right, we're gonna active sensor, active sonar. We'll see what I can, if I can find any contact.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Neither of us have any idea where the other is.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
Shit. Well, that's not doing me any benefits. Okay. Yeah, neither of us have any idea where the other is. He's got a rough idea. I'm gonna guess that he's probably in line between me and that. Because my guess is that would have been dropped along the line that he could see. So he is either over here or over here. That is my idea. Okay. My guess is that he was able to ping me, so he has a line, but he didn't ping me more than once. So which angle is... What about this angle, more or less? Come on. And all right. That's another one of the radar buoys. Where did it drop that radar buoy? I have no idea where it dropped that radar buoy. All right. Able to leave yet? Nope, still aircraft. Because that aircraft's still available, I can't leave until that aircraft is basically out of my problem. If I could find the fucking thing I'm trying to kill, that'd be nice. It's just seeding the area with those, but I only see that one, so I have no idea where the other one is. We're rigged for silence, so... Come on. Where's this helicopter? It'd be really good if I could see where this helicopter is. Oh well. I'm just gonna continue this way. As long as that helicopter's active, I can't leave. I imagine what's kind of happening is it's also now pinging off of the dead ships. And so even if they had actives, they can't find me. But they keep dropping these stupid listening buoys. I don't know where they keep getting these stupid things, but as long as that aircraft's active, I can't leave either. So I'm basically stuck between just waiting it out, traveling at silent, just waiting for that thing to be able to leave, or for me to finally be able to see it. So annoying. Come on! Where's the enemy? Alright, am I good to leave yet? Hey! Good, I can now leave combat. Okay. Good. Okay. 2 enemies sunk. Making results. Yes. What was the brief again? Review orders. Soviet coast. High speed, Soviet coast. Uh-oh. Um... Alright. I don't know what this is, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. But I can't necessarily leave. All hands man battle.
Brig ship for ultra quiet. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar new contact bearing 296. Designated Sierra 1.
Okay. We're also being pinged from ahead. That's never a good sign. We're gonna start
Con sonar
dipping.
new contact bearing 063. Designated Sierra 2.
What's 01?
Passing 600 feet.
Can I get back to my own submarine, please? Can I please zoom in on my submarine, please? Very similar. That's a foxtrot.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
I would like to be able to zoom in on myself, please. Oh, please fulfill things.
Passing 700 feet.
Can I please zoom back in on my own vehicle?
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
Heck. Oh, great. So I got it wrong. That wasn't a Sierra 1. That was a merchant. Can I please zoom in on my own ship? God damn it. No, on myself. That also looks like a foxtrot to me.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Can I please zoom in on myself? You know, before we get some problems, zoom in on myself, for fuck's sake! No, I would like to see where I am! Stop! Fuck's sake! We're going to fire this tube,
Aye, sir.
Okay, will this allow me surface? Why will it not let me zoom in on myself? There are two Foxtrot. It's heading away from me, though I doubt it is an actual submersible. For some reason, it won't let me actually zoom in on myself, which is brilliant.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Zoom up. Why are you going backward? This way, you dumb fuck. Okay. All right.
Shoot 2-1, aye sir.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
All right.
Last bearing 228. Contact breaking up.
Looks like it's a fishing trawler type. I'm gonna start my rotation. I still do not have a confirmation on Foxtrot. We're going to start surfacing again. That is dive controls, so I can set depth,
Passing
which is
700 feet.
useful, I guess. I unfortunately really can't zoom in on myself. So I'm having to use this to freaking find out where everything is. Really hate that. Come on. Let me see where I am going, please. Nope, can't even freaking change targets. Good. We're still raising slightly, which will work fine. I guess I get just to
600
watch
feet.
this, what seems to be fishing trawlers sink. Oh well. This is probably once again not my objective, but I don't exactly know where my objective would be. I have an 80% on this. A reduced turn. It appears like my torpedo's not likely in its baffles right now, so that's fun. Right. We're at up to an 80.
Sonar Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
It's another freaking trawler. Why does it look like a... That is very close to the submersible. I don't understand that, but we'll set you to about here, and we'll set you to surface. This appears to just be two trawlers. I don't know if this is the things I was supposed to take out, but I've got two trawlers dead, so... These are freaking fishing trawlers. I don't know why I'm in charge of singing fishing trawlers, but... I'm gonna need these to go early. because that way this can just launch upward. Oh, this is running away again. Oh well. Do not start turning back. Continue forward. Perfect.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Good. All right. I thought this was submersibles that I was taking, but I guess I was first turning that. I'm very curious what I actually said to spawn that name of a clip, because I just looked at what the name of that newest clip was that you made, Rash. Now I'm very curious as to what I actually was doing. Oh well. Through 12. Lovely. Alright. I'm gonna start rising again. I don't think there's gonna be anything else here, but I'll raise to periscope and make sure.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 103. Contact breaking up.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly,
Con sonar switching to active search.
active, double check everything. We'll set active, and then we'll go see if I've got anything on radar. If I've got anything on either of those two, then we'll try to go kill it. But if not, might have been just these two for transports, which I am more than okay to take out two merchants. We do, in fact, have a ping.
Passing 500 feet.
We do, in fact, have a ping. Interesting. We'll see what we got over this way. And I'll
Con
turn
sonar
off
switching to
active.
passive search.
All right, we're being actually pinged as well. Good. So we'll just go this way. We're currently set running for silent. I think I'll continue to rise a little bit. See if I can't find something. Got nothing currently, but there was something pinging me from this direction, so I want to kill it too.
Passing 400 feet.
All right. Where's the thermal? Thermal's at 270. And once we reach past 270, we'll stop raising. And I might switch back.
Passing 300 feet.
Okay.
Con sonar switching to active
Set
search.
active.
Sonar lost transient from Sierra 3.
Uh-oh. Sierra 3
Con sonar Sierra
is a
3
submersible.
is classified as submerged submarine.
Ballasts, dip.
Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir. Passing 300 feet.
dive significantly. Take a hard rotate.
Make turns for 1,
Speed up.
0 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1, 0 knots.
We're gonna have you drop.
Passing 500 feet.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Lock. Perfect.
Con
You
sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 1, 0, 2.
Passing 600 feet.
full ballasts.
Con sonar. Noisemaker. Bearing 0, 8, 2.
Con, fire
Heavy
control,
rotate.
lost the wire.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar. Noisemaker. Bearing 0, 9, 1.
Passing 700 feet.
Con, fire control, unable to fire.
Con sonar. Lost contact. Sierra 3. Last bearing 0, 9, 5. Contact breaking up.
Shit. And I'm sunk too. Dang it. Damn it. I'm gone too. Fuck. And in ship. Fuck. Dang it. I'll definitely play this on my off time, but damn it. I'm really bad at doing this. Alright. I survived 2 days. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Okay, man, I'm bad at this. Oh, Lord. Alright. 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 Mm. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. I will be right back. Okay. Okay. It appears that, well... Yes. Let's see. Alright. Surgeon. We'll do a Los Angeles. Okay. We're gonna do this quick mission. All hands, battle station. No thermal layer.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 154. Designated Sierra 1.
Okay.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 093. Designated Sierra 2.
This is a duel,
Con,
so
sonar, new contact bearing 057.
Some of-
Designated Sierra 3.
alright, let's try to find out what these things are. I need to lock onto which one's the one looks a little closer. 01 might be this. That looks like that's a foxtrot potentially. Um, that also looks like an... Oh god, I have no idea. That looks like that's a... What is this? There's not even any trawlers in this world. I'm looking strictly for submarines. There you are. Yeah, I don't think we'll probably have time to do the hour-long one, but we'll see. Again, this looks a lot like a foxtrot. For Sierra 2, looks like a foxtrot. How's Sierra 3? Okay. Come on. I have no idea. It looks like I'm just gonna have to end up getting a, Okay. I'm just gonna end up having to get a better, yeah, a better lock on whatever I'm facing, because unfortunately, I really can't identify anything, because everything looks... Yeah, these are all... This is supposed to be a dual one-on-one, but I'm seeing, like, 30 enemies. Contact Sierra 1. Can I get confirmation on contact Sierra 1? supposed to be a duel, so that looks like that might be a Charlie
Con
2.
sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Good. Okay. 30. Wait, what? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is oh wait, I don't want to use this one. I want to use the one on the opposite side. 30 enemies. No, there's one enemy. I don't.
Aye,
If
sir.
I said 30, that is horribly, horribly done.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
So we're in duel. I'm gonna start sinking. Full dip and rudder.
Passing 400 feet.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1.
Passing 500 feet.
Oh,
Con, torpedo room, tube 4. Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing. 7, 2.
Con, fire control. Unable to fire. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering I.
Con, flooding in the reactor space.
Con
Okay.
sonar lost contact. Sierra 3.
damage
last
control.
Passing 600 feet.
Damage control parties. Lane to the engine room.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 500 feet. Passing.
Make turns for 0. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 300 feet.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Okay.
Passing 300 feet.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Okay.
Passing 300 feet.
Oh, that didn't work. I'm so bad at avoiding getting hit by the torpedoes. And my torpedo is in the water. All right. Okay, we're now fixing the ballast.
Con, pumps have been repaired. Damage control parties, lay to the reactor space.
Okay, I somehow survived that hit, which I am lucky to have done, but because it's leaving me, I should hopefully be able to start avoiding it a little bit better.
Con,
So we're gonna...
torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Okay. So I'll finish this mission and then we will good. We're gonna start slightly rising. All right. Ballasts. They're pinging me. Okay, I want to be up higher. That way I can really dive low and or just try to severely change where I am situated. Okay, and the torpedo is in fact a little higher than them, so I will probably have to tell torpedo to dip.
Passing 200 feet.
Okay. Yeah, because what I'm going to end up doing is if I get threatened, I'm going to try to basically dive deep low and then try to pull up quick. Come on. Still fairly decently far away. I could set up active now as long as I can maintain control. They are rising though. Oh, looks like they are trying to peel away. All right. So yeah, once I kill this, then I'll start looking at the reactions, and then we'll be good. He is starting to surface. He has surfaced. I don't know why he's surfaced. Sure. Oh, he's dipping back down again. Big old submersible. Okay. Come on, come on. Really trying to run. They're once again passing the depth.
Passing 100 feet.
All right, I'm now going to stop raising. He is now again on the same level as my torpedo. He is still pinging me, which Yeah, as long as I can keep the thing, I'll be good. We're gonna dip down again. I haven't shown you M200, right?
Passing 100 feet.
I don't know. You might have, but I don't remember if you have. Alright, we're gonna allow you to trigger and go active. Alright. Dive and keep in that straight-ish line. Come on. Let's see. Come here. Okay. Alright. I'll see that in a second. Come on. Can I please just get this dude? Enter video 2. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check that in a second. Come on.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Come on. Jeez. The dude is so far away. I don't know why the dude is dipping so low. Come on. What is this? Is this active? This is active sonar. I'm turning from a passive to an active sonar tracking, I believe. There we are. Good. All right, come on.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 221.
Don't fall for that noisemaker.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
All right, we'll give you passive.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 225. Con sonar lost
Boom.
contact. Sierra 1.
Got him.
Last bearing 225. Contact breaking up.
I did it. I blew up his back end. Yes. I survived and he didn't. All right, leave combat. Yay. Okay. Now, we'll just quickly do this. I'll just switch over to this screen while I'll first check the Naresh. Ah, yes, those images. Okay, I saw that you put those in the Discord. So I did see those two. I don't think you've shown me that character before. I do not believe so. And then let me just quickly let me quickly grab all of these videos for reaction. Up. Okay. Shut up. Maybe up. Third, here's fourth. Okay, may need checking. Yep, that one was unavailable. The one underneath may need checking. Ah, yes, the alright. No idea. Alright. This one. Ah, yes. Leave I might have. I can't remember if I watched that video on my own or not, so I'll watch it again. Or which one was that? I don't think this is this one. Remnant Films. These are cool. Alright. Perfect. Then we're gonna do that again. Get you running. Perfect. Alright. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna do this. Wait, wrong button. I want this one. Alright. What gotcha you still playing? No GF, no friends. What do you do to yours? Gotchas I play. Alright. Alright then. Alright then. How many can you name? Probably practically none of these. Partially because I also can hardly see what it says, but alright, then we got this one. Yeah, I could barely name any of them because I could barely see anything about them. So, then we have this one. Alright. So what is this? Two deck interaction. Alright. Okay. I'm starting to understand this one. So this is a yeah, this is a interaction thing that goes between these two characters. Okay. And if I just go back here, do this. Let's see. Quality. Can I actually get some decent quality? So maybe I might actually be able to read. Who the? Yeah, I have no idea who any of these people are. So, yeah, I don't know who any of those are. We got this one.
Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind.
Okay then. All right, and then We've got this one for wearing a mask, full facial expressions. Cool. And then we have entire some class battleship because at least according to the one render that there is of this.
In December 2025, President Trump announced a shocking new type of
Oh, look.
ship, the Trump battleship. President Trump has announced that the Trump battleship will be the fastest, largest, and most powerful ship
Okay.
ever built.
Yep.
Although the details of the ship are unclear, as the name battleship suggests, the Trump class will have
Okay. Certain pairs will actually have group interactions. That's kind of cool. It'll provide more liveliness to the area.
a displacement of between 30,000 and 40,000 tons, making it
Yeah.
considerably larger than the USS South Dakota, and even closer in displacement.
Yeah.
The Trump class will be armed with a 128-cell VLS, and some of the ships will be capable of carrying large warheads.
Yeah.
It is also planned to equip the ship with railguns, 127mm missiles, and high-power lasers for tide drones.
Yeah.
The U.S. Navy plans to build up to 25 of these ships as the core of its Golden Fleet concept, but in recent years the U.S. Navy has canceled
Yeah.
a series of new ship construction projects, and there are many doubts about their feasibility.
Yep.
For example, the construction of 32 Tumor-class destroyers was planned, but in reality only 2 are underway and 1 is still under construction, and the American shipbuilding industry has declined beyond recognition.
Yeah.
Given these circumstances, it can be said that the opinion that the Trump-class construction plan is unreasonable is very reasonable. On the other hand, it has been pointed out that
Yeah.
one of the reasons for the failure to develop the new destroyer was that the design concept limited the size of the forward body and there
Oh,
was
yeah.
insufficient
The-
sway.
Zone
A
wall.
forward body with an overall length of 256 centimeters and a displacement of up to 40,000 tons can be designed with sufficient sway.
Yeah.
This can be said to be a definite advantage. Will the construction of Trump's first battleship, the Defiant, proceed smoothly? Stay tuned for the revival of the American shipbuilding
Who
industry.
knows? Yeah.
No way.
It'll be rather interesting. Let me quickly see. Okay. This is more like weird. Why isn't it working? Been really bad since just now. Okay. I'm like, yeah. Why is it like that? What do you? I knew it. You're up to no good. Let me see. My signal booster. The thing was interfering with my radio. My new invention boosts signals. All right. Latest model. Commander gave it to me. Gave you something like that. Why didn't I get one? Where's mine? Who knows? Probably because for a new signal booster right now, and you can forget about listening to the radio today. Oh. Lovely. All right. So here. Then we have this, which is looking like another render for the battleship. Which is this Imperial Trump class? Okay. You didn't finish the first video. Was there more to it than the 1 second remaining? I suppose since first game, I'm still poking each other. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. All right. We'll see this one. This is Imperial Trump. battleship, which appears to more or less just have more actual battleship guns rather than just VLS. Interesting. That's pretty interesting to see. Kind of funny. This is going to be a rather interesting thing to end up seeing. Oh, hey, look. It's Montana. Yay. Yeah, VLS, vertical launch cells. Does it say 328? But basically, Railgun Montana. Yeah. Mm. Which, to be fair, in all reality, the ship should really be named after a state if it's going to be an actual battleship or battle cruiser type. But doing something probably more akin to that, though that's not going to be as radar. I don't know. Because it still has that. The odd bit's more or less just how the heck does, yeah, it's odd to see the dancing things in here. Yeah. Who knows? The interesting bit is because of the, because of the ranges that they set for like displacement and a few of the other metrics. I forgot exactly what it was, but we'll start watching this one now. Somewhere I saw where they were like, that doesn't mean it might be a bit.
Curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. And instead of getting cold this year, all of us battleship enthusiasts have gotten quite an unexpected present. Now, if you're watching this channel, odds are you've already heard about this from somewhere else.
Yep.
But this time last night, today is the 23rd of December, so last night's the 22nd of December, 2025. President Trump, alongside the Secretary of State, Secretary of the Navy, and Secretary of Defense / War, had a joint press conference at Mar-a-Lago and announced that the president had authorized a new class of battleships, what they are calling battleships at least. During the announcement, they referred to this new class of ships as the Trump class, and they revealed images showing a warship with the hull number 1 listed as USS Defiant. There is already a USS Defiant in commission with the United States Navy. That is a tugboat. Prior to that, there have been a couple of Defiances, including a minesweeper, which normally have that kind of naming convention. So it'll be interesting what these ships are called and what the class is called when all is said and done and keels are actually laid and Congress has actually authorized funding for these and everything else.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Congress does kind of have to actually authorize funding.
We don't know all that much. But here's what we do know. There's going to be a link in the description below to the speech itself. It's rather long. We'll also leave a link in the description below to the Navy's website, which has a good page that lists some of the current statistics for the ship.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
Naval
stuff
Institute
here.
Press article that came out last night that talks about it as well. It's only been a couple of weeks since the president said that he was interested in battleships.
I'll quickly pause that to look at what the heck is these. Oh, somebody's already made a All right then. Somebody has already made one of the like a ship girl out of that. All right then. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. And then we have this one out of it. Those are kind of interesting. Back to this.
ships, and we're going to hear more news
All
about
right.
that in the future.
Yes.
So what I believe we're getting is renderings of a potential future ship and not a ship that actually has any sort of completed design.
Yeah.
The ship that we are seeing is extremely conventional in design and appearance.
Yes.
And power
Yes.
plant and everything else.
Yeah. Everything's
with the
conventional.
exception of its size and the proposed armor. They are expecting the ship to be somewhere between 30 and 40,000 tons, which is right in the range of historic battleships. Far from the largest, but right in the middle of the line. And it makes sense given what they're planning on equipping the ship with and what its size is going to be. And in addition to the displacement, there's also a size range for the length and the width of the ship. They're looking at something like 105 to 115 feet wide and 870 to 880 feet long.
Yeah.
So very close in size to the Iowa-class battleships.
Yeah, the Iowas, that's true.
President Trump said this would be the largest battleship of all time.
No.
It definitely will not be by weight. And the current posted length says it's not going to be the longest by length either, so that could have just been rhetoric. It is expected to be armored. They said it will have a hull between 6 and 7 inches thick, which likely means a belt and not the entire hull being that thickness. And with an armored citadel about a half a foot thick. That does make sense for a ship that size in a displacement class that they're talking about. Now, what's really interesting to me is that all of these are given as between this and that, between this and that. If this was a we're keeping state secrets thing, we do that for like the speeds of many ships, so it would say 30 plus knots. I would expect it to say 30,000 plus tons, 6 plus inches of armor, something like that. But the fact that they're giving it within a range tells me that they're still very much looking at designs. I suspect a number of concepts were put forward, probably something smaller and closer to the DDG-X program, which was the next large surface combatant that was being designed, which I assume this is canceling and replacing. That would have been around 15,000 tons like the Zumwalt class. And the Naval Institute press article says that they were even looking at ships significantly larger than current battleships. So it looks like they went with something in the middle of the road. And that's pretty common, is that you go into this knowing what you want, and you look at, well, if we remove some stuff, what's the cheapest we can get it? If we add some stuff, what's the most capability we can put on it? So it seems like there are concepts. There is no design. The president has authorized it. I'm not sure what that means. Congress is the one who has to authorize funding, and as far as I know,
that's an interesting design.
Congress, and Congress is probably out of session for the holidays, so it'll be January before we hear any more news on that. Once it has been authorized, then a name will be assigned, preferably a name that's not to a current sitting politician or to a ship that's already in commission. Both of those things are a little bit weird. Next, they will assign a yard. And in this speech, the president does talk about bringing back a number of shipyards, including the Philadelphia Navy Yard. Now, the Navy doesn't own most of the Navy Yard. Much of it has been redeveloped, so it's unclear what that will look like. And then these ships will be parceled out and built. And given the building rate of ships this size, you would expect it to be under design and construction for more than a decade. That said, the president said that these ships will be laid down between 2027 and 2028, which is an incredibly aggressive schedule, given that there aren't that many slipways available, so to speak. There aren't that many places where you build ships available because we are trying to build ships, much smaller ships, and we are not able to complete them. He says that he's authorized 2 vessels right now. So it's unclear if that's USS Trump and USS Defiant. He says it's Trump class, but Defiant is written on the ship that is hull number 1. So that's kind of unclear. Typically, the Secretary of the Navy chooses the names after soliciting names of a certain type from Naval History and Heritage Command. So they'll say, hey, I want to name this submarine after a state or after a fish, and Naval History and Heritage Command will give them a list of, hey, here's some historic fish names that are not currently in use, or some historic state names that are not currently in use, and then the Secretary of the Navy chooses them.
Yeah.
It's not outside the possible for a president to choose the names. Before there was a
Yeah.
Secretary of the Navy, George Washington chose the names of the first 6 frigates in the U.S. Navy when he
Yeah.
was sitting president.
Yeah, I
but
knew that
again,
one,
he had
but-
been given a list, I believe by the War Department, but don't quote me on that.
It's interesting to
10
see, at
potential
least.
names. He picked 5 of those names and then came up with the name Chesapeake himself.
Just,
And while he didn't name one of the ships after himself while he was in office, he did pick the name President for one of those vessels.
yes.
Historically, every American battleship except one has been named after a state.
Yes.
The one that wasn't, BB-5 USS Kearsarge, was a pre-dreadnought
Kearsarge.
named after the Kearsarge that sank the Confederate raider Alabama during the Civil War. But
Yes.
these ships are not going to be following that naming convention. The state names have been gifted to submarines now as that convention.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be following the hull number. Hull numbers have been assigned all the way up to Louisiana, BB-71. So if these were going to be following the hull numbers, you would expect that to start with BB-72. It seems
Yeah.
like they're going to call these BBG for guided missile. And
Oh.
when we switch from DD
Battleship
to DDG,
guided
they
missile.
did restart that numbering sequence with USS Guyette #1. So again, it's not too far out of the ordinary. It's just interesting that they want to do this callback to battleships, and then they're not using any of the conventions that make you think of battleships. I imagine there will be a significant amount of discussion over the
Yeah.
coming weeks on whether these ships can claim the name battleship or not. And I'd love to hear
Yeah.
your opinions in the comments section down below. Again,
I
the
don't know.
design isn't finalized, but based on what we currently have,
Yeah.
these are going to be in the size range of battleships, and they'll be significantly larger than other classes, frigates, things like that. They will be more heavily armed than other classes of ships, although not with a traditional gun armament.
Yeah.
The president announced that these ships would have lasers, railguns, and nuclear missiles. The articles and the Navy website seem to indicate that if the Navy
Yeah. I think the most interesting part with this is the vertical launch cells. Because the way that it appears for VLS cells is pretty much just almost sort of like what people would expect for if you were to think of like a sci-fi ship, a kind of missile cruiser kind of sci-fi ship,
can
rather
successfully
than
design a railgun, these ships will get them,
using any
but
other
they
types.
might not.
But it does
Sounds
make
very similar
sense.
to the
since-
Zumwalts being planned for 155 millimeter guns and then having them removed because they didn't have any ammunition for them. Lasers, the Navy has test fielded a laser, so that's less of a shocking thing.
That wasn't
Nuclear
something we did
weapons on a
test.
surface ship is something that by international treaty the U.S. Navy has not done since the 90s. And the
Yeah.
Navy says that they will be capable of holding nuclear missiles, but doesn't say that they're actually going to put them on there.
Yeah. We
Um,
can. Maybe
the
like
ship's
3
missile
might,
battery
but-
will be 128 vertical launch cells, which is barely more than an Arleigh Burke destroyer,
Yeah.
plus an extra 12 cells for a new type of missiles that the Zumwalts are currently getting, but the Arleigh Burkes do not currently have.
Arleigh
So,
Burkes.
despite the large size, these ships won't have significantly more magazine capacity than standard
Yeah.
guided missile ships in the fleet. They'll be relatively comparable to a Ticonderoga class cruiser at 4 times the displacement.
Yeah.
They will have 2 of the standard 5-inch 62 caliber guns. Arleigh Burke
Yeah.
destroyers currently have 1. Zumwalts have none. The Ticonderogas that are being decommissioned have 2.
Yeah.
Her power plant is supposed to be fairly conventional. She'll have a combined diesel gas turbine plant. It'll probably be in the 30 to slightly more than that knot range.
Yeah.
This plant is supposed to generate enough power that they can charge capacitors to fire a railgun, to fire anti-drone lasers.
I think the biggest thing with the weight and displacement
that
is probably going to
Power
be the
generating
capacitors
capability
for the railgun.
is something that the Navy is planning for, which will
Or
allow
weight.
for growth on these ships, and that's really the biggest benefit of
Yeah.
a hull this size is that you've got room for growth going forward. She will
That
have
is
a landing
true.
pad on the flight deck, according to the current renderings.
Yeah.
They say it'll be able to accommodate the largest helicopters and other vertical takeoff craft like the
Yeah.
V-22 Ospreys that the Navy
Ospreys
currently
will be
has. Looks like there's
interesting.
2 hangars back there on either side of the aft missile cells. To be determined if they're large enough for a V-22, if they're going to be standard Seahawk-sized hangars. There will be the
Interesting.
usual hodgepodge of secondary weapons. Looks like rolling airframe missiles. Looks like 4 Mark 38 Bushmaster chain guns.
Yeah.
Didn't look like any phalanxes. But again,
I'd be surprised
these
if they don't add a phalanx.
are
but
just preliminary drawings,
Yeah.
and there is no plan.
yeah.
Unclear who's going to build them. We've only got a couple of shipyards currently,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be
Don't have
honest
that
with you
big,
guys. I am not super excited about this. I'm super
Yeah.
excited that the Navy is considering battleships again, but I'm not going to get myself excited
Yeah.
about this until there's actually hulls in the water. The
Yeah.
Navy's track record of building ships
Yeah.
recently has not been all that
Yeah,
great. The
it's
president
not been
says he's
great.
authorized 2, plans to authorize another 8 more, and hopes to build 20 to 25 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, we planned on authorizing a ton of Constellation-class frigates and littoral combat ships and Zumwalt-class destroyers.
Yeah.
And literally every single class of surface warships since the Arleigh Burkes in the early 1990s have gotten the axe.
Yeah. We're not particularly great at doing that.
Will not be convinced that the Navy has reversed that trend until I see them actually reverse that trend. So
is
I'm not
definitely
going to
a
get my
thing,
hopes
so,
up too much.
yeah.
Especially given the quite aggressive and, to me at least, it feels a little bit unrealistic building schedule that
Yeah.
they're going to get these ships laid down in the next couple of years.
I mean,
That said, we will absolutely be bringing you more content as
Yeah.
more news develops on this.
yeah.
I
I think the chance to get them actually laid down quicker would work better as long as they can more or less just choose to ignore red tape and other kind of boundaries that probably are a big problem with actually getting things designed or any of that kind of stuff. Where it's like, if you can make it go from, all right, here's your design, here's the design. You double check all of the, safety areas. Okay, good, and go. Rather than go back and forth between everybody.
love seeing that there's the potential for a new type of ship called a
Imagine that'd be
battleship.
great.
We'll
but-
talk in a future video
yeah.
about whether I think that classification belongs on these ships or not.
Yeah.
But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below.
Yeah.
It'll help me get my thoughts in order for that future video.
Yeah.
If there's any
Alright.
other subjects relating to this new class of battleships that you'd like to hear about, let us know that in the comment section down below as well, and we'll try and release some in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
For Naval History News on Battleship New Jersey, I'm Ryan Szymanski.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey
Yep.
Department of State,
Alright.
as well as a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves.
this
We
continue?
really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to donate to support the museum.
Okay.
You can also support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find about the museum and our channel. Thanks.
All right. Yeah. It'll be interesting with those. All right. This is. Yeah, okay, so this is a little wider of the image. Okay. So it kind of looks like it wraps around, which is interesting to see. Yeah. It'll be an interesting thing to see. I'm very interested. Rangers on patrol. Star Wars. Remnant. Who knows? Hopefully these don't get any sort of sound problems, but alright, let's see. What is this about? Alright. This is already starting pretty good. Reaches of the Marin sector. Populace depends on rangers to safeguard their way of life. Guardians some unite to form squadrons and commando teams. These are their stories. Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so we got a GR-75 being chased by... what kind of ships are those? I can tell. These are, of course, standard X-Wings. Alright.
See that, Becker?
Yep, distress signal. Looks like a transport is in trouble on the other side of the moon.
Twi'lek,
Get us there in
standard
just a few
human.
minutes.
Here we go.
Alright. I'm trying to figure out what
Civilian
that second
transport.
ship
This
was.
is Nova Leader responding.
Please, hurry! They've already destroyed our escorts, and our shields can't take much more of this!
We're on our way.
It's a pretty heavy fire zone down there, boss. Over half a pirate squad and a gunship.
That's too much even for us. We've got to call for reinforcements.
They don't have that kind of time.
Alright.
Lock S-foils in attack position.
Yeah. This is interesting. I like this.
Play.
Tannis and Calloway, go for the fighters and lead them away from the transport. I'm going after the gunship.
Copy that. Calloway, stay
All
on
right.
my wing.
Oh,
I'm right with you.
jeez. Okay. Bring it up a notch. Okay. Alright. Alright. Is that... I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of ship that is.
There's too many of them.
Keep at it.
Nice.
I got the gunship. It's out of the fight for now.
Cover Calloway. I'm on the transport.
Alright. Got one.
Cut to the left, Calloway.
Boom.
Thanks, Becker.
Nice.
There's still a lot of fighters around that transport.
We're coming around.
This is pretty cool.
I picked up two on my tail.
I've got you. Bank right and dive.
Alright. Boom. Boom. Another one gone.
Looks like
Nice.
that's the last of them.
Thank you, Nova Squadron.
Rest easy. We'll escort you to the spaceport.
Yeah. Somewhat upset that I didn't recognize the other two ships, but I did recognize at least those two. Ugh. Pretty decent. Oh, yeah. This did remind me of something I wanted to bring up. And actually do. I'll have to... Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, was that? Alright. I'll let this goodbye. Yeah, these are pretty good. Alright, 3D assets. Hey, E.C. Henry. I know who that is. I know E.C. Henry because I watch a lot of his stuff. Alright. And then the last one, Rangers on the Run. So that was Rangers on Patrol. This is on the Run. Alright. I do need to remember, gotta bring up volume a bit here. Hope I got it right. furthest reach of the galaxy. Chaos, the building, New Republic. Free and independent. All out war. By increasing pirate attacks. Ah, yes. Brave men and women dedicated to protecting the peace and justice. Villainous threats. Okay.
You still got him on your scopes, Calloway?
Yeah, I think it's a Corellian cutter. He's doing a pretty deep scan of the system, but the interference from the moon is masking our signals.
Yeah, I've got him too. If we turn to .09 and we approach his back quarter, we can probably hit his blind spot.
He just sent out a signal.
To where?
Can't tell. Not us.
All right. Let's approach. I'll take point and try to hail them.
Alright.
Unidentified vessel. This is Nova Leader. Please transmit transponder codes.
Alright.
Nothing?
It just sent out another signal, but not to us. And now another. I think we spooked him.
Who are they trying to call?
I still can't tell from here.
Unidentified vessel. This is Nova Leader. I repeat, transmit transponder codes.
They're heating up weapons. We might want to call for backup.
It's not a bad idea. S-foils into attack position.
Alright.
All right. Calloway, why don't you go ahead
And send out a ping to them.
Oh, what is that thing?
Certainly doesn't look friendly.
The cutter is firing. Move, move, move!
Alright. Yeah. Not good. Time to run.
If we fly into those trenches, we'll be out of the line of fire of their guns.
Wait a minute, you want to fly closer to that thing?
You got a better idea? Come on!
Certainly a rebel tactic.
We've got to get out of here.
I'm transmitting new coordinates. Have your droid start calculating for a jump to hyperspace.
Got it,
Alright.
R5?
Anyway, we can just hunker down in these trenches while they calculate?
No. I'm picking up a new group of signals. Looks like they're scrambling fighters.
Alright.
Must have been the signals the cutter sent out once it found us.
Those look
warning
like the
mothership
ships
while it
from
was still in
Ahsoka.
hyperspace.
Plus, with that cutter still out there, it might just find us and blow us
Morgan
away anyways.
Elsbeth's group was using.
You know what? We're gonna have to just gun it. Let's move!
Alright. Time to run.
Blast, I got two on me already.
I'll cover you.
Yeah. I do wish this was playing a little
Need some cover
smoother,
if we're gonna
but
break away from this battle.
Hang on, I think I got something. Looks like there's a weak spot in the engine section. If we hit it at just the right moment, it'll vent radiation and provide a cloud that'll block their sensors for a bit.
Perfect. As soon as we've got our
Nice.
calculations done, you two go first. I'll take the shot at the engines.
alright.
They're still causing problems.
I'll take care of him.
What are you doing?
Betting that the guns on the station are mostly automated.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
Nice one, Tannis.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, my calculations are done.
Doesn't
Calloway,
make sense for
I'm
a
good.
ship that size
Tannis?
to mostly have
Just a little
automated
bit more.
guns.
I'm good. Let's get out of here.
Pulling in on your port side, Aurora.
Alright. Vent. Vent enough to basically dissuade.
You sure about this?
It's all in the report, Commander.
Alright.
Something like this could field thousands of fighters, hundreds of corvettes and gunships. I can't think of anyone in the sector that comes close to that kind of capability.
No, sir. We're not talking about simple pirates anymore. They're getting organized. They're building.
Okay, but how? I mean, how did they get their hands on something this big?
Who knows? Could have been just sitting in some orbital boneyard.
So? What do we do?
There's not much we can do, honestly. I'll contact the other Ranger squadrons. Try to put an alert out there.
Can we try to form a task force with the other squadrons? Team up?
Son, I don't think anyone wants to go up against that. Together or separate.
Yeah.
For now, we'll have to bulk up our patrols. No one flies in groups fewer than 6. Capitals always fly with a fighter escort. Anyone sees this thing, you get out of there immediately.
Yeah.
With formations like that, sir, we won't be able to cover as many trade routes. A lot of transports will go undefended.
I know. But we can't count on anyone else being as lucky as Nova Squadron was today.
Yeah.
Whatever we do, for once we're on the back foot. Things have definitely gotten a lot more complicated out here.
That looks pretty cool. That was really interesting to see. Let's see. David Spence. Alright. So let's see. Who else do we have? Do I recognize any of the other people? Okay. So the guy who made this also made a couple of the stuff himself. I do recognize E.C. Henry, but I don't recognize any of the other ones. I guess Dice? Are some of the characters game assets? That would make sense for Dice, right? Because that's the game company, right? I don't know. Hard to tell. Either way, pretty darn cool. All right. 52. All right. Yeah. I do think I'm going to want to, just looking at this reminds me of one of the things that I really want to do. So I think I might end up doing this is, I might end up on my next stream, Tuesday. I might start work on building some ships with the intent to, let me quickly pull up, just do this real quick. We are. Yeah. Oh, one more thing to pull up. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think the last thing as I was gonna say is, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is, I think I might end up using space engineers to start working on ships, and then building those ships and refining their design through Blender. So I think I'm gonna probably start work on trying to do that, so I can also begin work a bit more on the story that I've kind of had in the back of my mind for a while that I'm trying to refine a bit more. So I think I'll probably get in doing that. But let's first finish this off. And filled with pipes and pylons. I can only imagine what this is referencing, or how this is ruined. Is it just they placed pipes and pylons pretty much every spot available? Does appear to be the case. Oh yeah, doesn't it come out in 4 days? Yeah, it comes out in 4 days. Jeez. Yeah. Alright. If we haven't thrown a lot of those pipes and pylons, then Ah, the 1 hour plus thing's related to it. I see. Yeah. Probably have to save that for probably Tuesday's night, more likely. It could also be when I start the stream dependent. But this is a lot of pipes. Jeez.
Yeah, right.
Alright, yeah. Alright. This is a ridiculous number of pipes and everything else. I assume this is basically every location that you can put a pipe in something in this map. Lord. Ah, excuse me. Alright. Alright. Oh, there are still some pipes over here as well. How high did they end up putting this this water pipe? Jeez. Yeah. Okay. There's definitely a lot less in this section, but I assume that's just because there's not an available spot to put them. But I assume the kind of going to these locations is being used primarily for okay. Okay. It's definitely an interesting bit. Is this basically the end of it? This does look to be the end of it. Okay. 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 All right then. All right. All right then. Yeah. Yeah. I started actually writing down some of the story ideas that I had had, and that's definitely got me a lot more interested in building some stuff. So, yeah. I don't think I'll probably try to on Tuesday start building up some ships in SC1 to start actually creating some cool stuff. But, all right, let's see. Who do we want to raid? Let's see. Who's available for a raid target? Ooh. A person's playing Girls for Line. Let's see. Let's see. Who else? Uh, let's see. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up rating. Um, Dang it, I'm trying to think who I want to raid. There's one person that I had raided previously that's currently playing. Yeah, that's currently playing some other stuff. Yeah, I think we'll just raid them. So this, I think we'll just raid this person. Yeah. Okay. So we'll rate this person. I believe this is one of the people who's usually quiet and they just type in chat. So I believe that's who we're rating. Unless you have anyone else you'd want me to raid, Naresh. But besides that, I think that'll be about it. I'm gonna say thank you all for coming out and watching. I've been Captain Tundraxis, signing off.
Watashi ga